Hi there, my name's Anna and I work for the education team for Shropshire Museums. I'm in the Roman Gallery at the moment, and we often have school groups in to study the Romans, and then we can get out our wonderful handling collection. So I thought I'd show you some of those things here today. So first of all, there's this is a mortaria. Okay, and it would have been used for grinding things and making sauces and pastes and so on. It's sort of a bit like a pestle and mortar, except you don't have the pestle, and basically it's very gritty and rough inside, so that you can actually almost use it like a grater, as well as somewhere to pound perhaps spice or leaves or herbs or whatever. As you can see, there's a little spout here as well. So once you've made your sauce, then you can pour it into whatever you're making. So something completely different is this whetstone. So whet is spelled W-H-E-T, which means sharpen. And this would have been something that any Roman soldier would have carried in his kit, but it would have also been in many Roman households. So it's used for sharpening weapons, like somebody's sword or dagger, but also much more workaday things like people's knives around the kitchen. And then finally, there's this beautiful bowl. This bowl is made in central Gaul, which is really part of France now. And these you would find all over the Roman Empire. They were extremely popular, and you can see why. They are remarkably beautiful and quite delicate compared with many pieces of pottery that would have been made in Britain at the time. So what connects these three objects is that they were found at Wroxeter, but in great numbers altogether. There was one place where, when archaeologists were excavating, they found 20 or so of these, over 100 of these, and 30 odd stacks of these. So it was just obviously not somebody's home. Nobody needs over 100 whetstones. So it was once a shop, is what people believe. And basically, rather than selling their goods, unfortunately, they ended up being dumped. And the reason for that was there'd been a huge fire in Wroxeter and the shop had been destroyed. The other really interesting thing about these objects is where they come from. So we've already learned that this one came from central France. This one comes from Kent, where this stone can be quarried most easily. And these mortaria were made in the Midlands. So what we have here in this corner of Shropshire in Wroxeter was basically the goods made all across the Roman Empire. So those roads weren't just for soldiers to tramp around on, they were also for traders.